The other day I was on Spotify listening to
LITRALLY no need to say you were listening to music, it's FRAKING Spotify, what else could you possibly do?
Anyways, let's just say I kind of ended up noticing a pattern. And once I started analyzing it more and thinking about it, I realized it's a pattern I've been carrying for a while. I have a certain tendency to enjoy or just be more interested in, I don't know, media that involves obsessive behavior. Like, dude, I can practically swear on my life that whenever a fictional character with even a bit of obsessive behavior appears on screen, it's just a matter of time before they become my favorite, or one of my favorites. And, well, a fact about me, I always question why I like the things I like. And as soon as I notice a pattern, I start wondering where it could possibly come from. I mean, if it's something my brain does unconsciously, there has to be a reason behind it, right? And to be honest, I really enjoy trying to understand where my fixation on a certain thing comes from. So, let's begin, I guess. So for context, I'm a person with a huge tendency to obsess over things in general and just put my body and soul into the things I enjoy. But this obsessive behavior, it's always just a hyperfixation on silly stuff, never actual people. And of course my friends often joke about this.
I pity the person you end up having a crush on.
For example, if I like a movie, I can only think about that movie and I cannot think about anything else. If I like a topic, I research it to death until I know literally everything about it. And just stuff like that in general. Generally, fixating on certain things is an unconscious mechanism of the brain to escape reality for a while. And honestly, I also have a tendency to like things related to escaping reality. I think it's safe to say that my favorite movie as a child was Alice in Wonderland. And well, some of these characters with obsessive tendencies have things they'd rather ignore, so they redirect that energy into something else, leading to the obsession. Many will say, WTF. What do you mean by that? Well, some people are simply curious about others, you know? It's like when an animal catches your attention. You find it interesting, you want to observe it, and you want to learn everything about it. For example, this happened to me with the muntjac deer. I love them. I think they are genuinely the coolest thing on the planet. I definitely have a tendency to be interested in people and want to spend time with them just to see how they think, why they are the way they are, their hobbies, and how they react to different situations. I think Jaden explains it very well in one of her videos. Going back to the realm of psychology, I don't know, I just find it very interesting to see how far a certain fictional character can go, and to what extent they can justify their actions until they become completely irredeemable or lose themselves in the process. Since it's fiction, it doesn't harm anyone, and since it's a controlled environment, I think, in general, many interesting conversations can stem from it. And well, that's it for today. I think I've already made my point. If anyone has anything to add, please leave it in the comments. I'd genuinely be thrilled to see what the community has to say about this.